welcome to our second segment for our very first virtual rent party. I have another special guest with me, Miss Tiffany Jackson from A Shot of Faith Photography. Welcome.
That's right. Hello. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining me, Tiffany. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your business?
So my name is Tiffany Jackson, and I'm an up-and-coming photographer. My photography business goes by the name of A Shot of Faith Photography. And I came up with that name. It's a very unique name for one. I came up with that name because, a few years back I experienced something traumatic in my life, and that it pushed me to want more, to live, your life every day, not just push things off or be a procrastinator. So I'm like, okay, I know photography is something I feel like I really, really want to get my feet wet with. So go ahead, go for it, have your faith. So that's what I started doing. I started reaching out to more experienced photographers in the community, and they delivered and let me know what they knew. So I went ahead and used their advice and expertise, and I started my photography business. Yep, just with my faith.
Great to hear. So it wasn't COVID that pushed you into entrepreneurship. You were already headed down the track. What has this experience been like? Did you have experience as an entrepreneur before A Shot of Faith Photography?
I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
So this is your first venture.
Right. And actually, I did. Well, I always had it in my mind that I wanted to do something, but like I said, I didn't really know what to do or how to go about it. So you could kind of say that COVID was kind of like a push as well.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's that.
Okay. And from your experience, you said you reached out to other photographers, and you found that they were helpful in helping you to kind of get started. You built off of their experience. What has it been like as a new entrepreneur, chasing your passion with photography?
Well, I'm going to be honest. It's been kind of scary for me, but again, I had to rely on my faith every day. So me not, having as much education as I would like with photography, I have to constantly find myself getting on YouTube or, asking other photographers, advice. So when I'm booking clients, I do let them know I am a beginner. Some people would frown on that, telling your clients that, but I just want to be honest with my clients. You understand what I'm saying?
And so you were self-taught.
Right. Yeah. So I'm let them know, look, this is my price. I am a beginner. This is what will happen during my shoots, and this is the turnaround time. And if you like it, let me know. Let me know where you can critique me at, and that's about it.
And so how has it been as a new entrepreneur going out and pursuing clients? What has been your main avenue for being able to reach new clients? How has word of your business spread?
By family and friends, thankfully, thank God. When I take pictures, I might, use my kids or my family members as, a way to promote, taking pictures of them and advertising it on my page. I do have a nice young lady right now that's in the process of creating my web page. Okay. I just got my studio, so I just have to rely on myself and, like I said, my family members to promote.
Where's your studio located?
2000 Tia Lab in Syracuse, New York. Okay. It's in Shop City area.
Shop City area. Okay, tell us, is there a specific area of photography that you focus on? Do you do family photo shoots? Is it nature? Is there a specific area you concentrate on in photography?
So, like I said, I have my faith. So right now, the goal is just for the portrait photography, and that's solely relying on the personality of one with lighting and backdrop and posing. I do aspire to do boudoir photography. Okay. And I want to focus on children's photography as well.
That's excellent. What advice would you give new entrepreneurs that are exploring the field of photography, number one, but about being a new entrepreneur and how that has actually changed you as a person in terms of, having a new business, still having to, I'm sure you still have a full-time job as well?
Yes.
Like many entrepreneurs that are holding down full-time jobs but are chasing their passion as a new entrepreneur, what advice would you give those folks?
Keep your faith. Whatever that faith means to you, keep your faith. Remain humble, because there's someone that has more experience than you, and I'm pretty sure there's ones that have less experience than you. But just because they have less or more, it doesn't mean that you can't learn from them or they can't learn from you, you know?
Absolutely.
So for one, be humble. Don't necessarily rely on others to always want to teach you stuff. Go out and get on YouTube or find out what classes they have in Syracuse or around the, close community,
Absolutely.
to teach you things. Just always be willing to learn. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Your clientele, it might not come as fast as you want it to, but again, keep that faith, because one day, you might be Apple,
Absolutely.
So just keep that faith.
You're, of course, one of the businesses that are participating in our virtual monthly rent parties. I was glad to have you on board. I know that I discovered your photography page through social media and Facebook. How do you find that as a medium for being able to promote your business?
I'm not really sure.
And I'm glad that you gave pause to that question. One thing that I know in terms of the cost of being able to go out and promote your business through different mediums, of course, beyond social media, there are different channels. You mentioned word of mouth that businesses could utilize to grow their business. But the challenge for new entrepreneurs, of course, is always resources. And so going out and having to strum up your own money to go out and promote yourself is always difficult.
Yeah.
What are some of the easier channels that you would advise businesses to look at?
Save. That's what I will say. Save.
Save.
Here I am, I have my, my personal life, paying rent, everything, and then now I'm branching out to being an entrepreneur. I have to pay rent, for my photography business.
Absolutely.
And then I have to look at the cost for my props and my backdrops and everything like that. Save, that's key. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I didn't think it was gonna be as expensive as it really is, you know what I mean? Being a beginner photographer, but
Absolutely.
here I am, I'm,
So
all
beyond the price of equipment, obviously your equipment is likely pretty expensive for you to be involved in there.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned the space that you have to have. What about some of the things such as insurances or any other cumbersome new expenses that you were bothered with? So again, the equipment, insurance, are there any other costs that you want to make sure to mention to potential photographers?
Well,
Any special equipment or anything like that?
Well, being a beginner, yes, it's good to have the good equipment, but I'm a firm believer in, I can have this nice Canon, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's not necessarily the nice camera itself that'll produce the good pictures.
Photos.
It's your expertise, your skill. That's why it's always important to learn as much as you could, practice, practice, practice. So I read something, I'm in a couple of photography groups on Facebook, and I read something where they said, it's okay to have the basic photography camera itself. What really also matters is the lens, you know what I mean? Having a good lens.
Absolutely.
So again, here we go, having the best equipment as possible you could, but also keeping in mind the cost. If you're a beginner and you can't afford it, just practice, 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 because that's what's really gonna matter.
That's it. So your learning curve, explain to the audience what that learning curve would be like for a brand new photographer.
Well, the learning curve, what I will say in the beginning is don't give up, because here I am, a beginner. Like I said, sometimes I feel like when I'm asking someone, I can be bugging them in the beginning, even though they were like, "Oh, Tiffany, you're not bugging me. You have to learn. I was in your shoes before." So in the beginning, learning, being humble, having someone be able to teach you, wanting to learn from them. It might be slow with your clients and everything. So having, like I said, having someone else teach you, having to sit back and watch how they do it, not wanting to ask, can you take their client and take their pictures? It's going to be slow.
Absolutely.
But again, here we go again, relying on that faith. So it's like going up a mountain. You know how, you have to go up. Once you reach the top, you're at the top. There might be a point where you have to go downward, you know what I mean? And you might lose some customers, or just taking pictures in general might be slow, but it'll come fast again. So I just keep patience, keep your faith.
That's great. So why don't you tell us again where we can find your business, A Shot of Faith Photography? I know that it's located on the north side in the Shop City area. Why don't you give us some specific directions on how businesses can reach you, how potential clients can reach you?
Okay, so my new space is at 2000 Teal Ave. It's at Suite 104. How you can reach me at the point right now is my personal cell phone number, 315-516-5916. Also, my personal email, because at the time right now, I have a nice young lady, as I said. She's in the process of creating my website.
Webpage,
So right now, all I'm doing is relying on either Facebook, my personal cell phone number, or my personal email, which is successtiffany01@yahoo.com, so.
And how can the community support your business? What other ways can we help support your business?
Spreading the word. You can request me on Facebook. It's Tiffany Jackson. I'll accept you, and just looking at my work, just sharing my pictures or word of mouth.
And I want to extend a special thank you for taking the time to come out here. I am so glad to meet you and see you again in person. A Shot of Faith Photography with Tiffany Jackson. Wonderful new entrepreneur in the city of Syracuse. Anything that we can do to help promote your business in the future, please don't hesitate to reach out. Again, welcome to the first virtual monthly rent party. You have been entered into the drawing, all 12, for potential for your business to receive $500 to help offset those operational costs. I want to say to you, good luck, and we can't wait to have you in that drawing for us. Once again, thank you for coming down and spending some time with us today.
Thank you for having me.
You are very welcome. Thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you.